Mataji now.
Okay. ये हि संस्पर्शजा भोगा दुःखयोनय एव ते आद्यन्तवन्तः कौन्तेय न तेषु रमते बुधः ये हि संस्पर्शजा भोगा दुःखयोनय एव ते आद्यन्तवन्तः कौन्तेय न तेषु रमते बुधः. You can repeat after me. ये हि संस्पर्शजा भोगा
ये हि संस्पर्शजा भोगा
दुःखयोनय एव ते
दुःखयोनय एव ते
आद्यन्तवन्तः कौन्तेय न तेषु रमते बुधः. ये हि संस्पर्शजा भोगा दुःखयोनय एव ते आद्यन्तवन्तः कौन्तेय न तेषु रमते बुधः. ये हि संस्पर्शजा भोगा दुःखयोनय एव ते आद्यन्तवन्तः कौन्तेय न तेषु रमते बुधः. Word to word meaning and translation by His Grace Sri A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Ye, those, he, certainly, samsparshajaha, by contact with the material senses, bhoga, enjoyments, dukkha, distress, yonayaha, sources of, eva, certainly, they are, adi, beginning, anta, end, vantaha, subject to, Kaunteya, O son of Kunti, na, never, Eshu, in those, Ramate, takes delight, Buddha, an intelligent person. An intelligent person does not take part in the sources of misery, which are due to contact with the material senses. O son of Kunti, such pleasures have a beginning and an end. And so, the wise man does not delight in them. So here he's talking about the intelligent people. The intelligent people, they understand. Understand what? Dukkha yonaya evate means the sources of miseries. And they also understand how these miseries are coming. Samsparsha jateya, that is from enjoyment by using our senses. Like when our eyes come in contact with sense objects, see, there are our senses and the sense objects. So when your senses fall on the sense objects or come in contact with the sense objects, that's when this feeling comes. Either it is pleasing or the opposite. So when the eyes come in contact with something very beautiful, so you automatically have that sensation of pleasure. It's so pleasing. It's so nice to look at it. So something you experience there, which is very nice to you. So these intelligent people, they understand that such pleasures are temporary. Adi anta vantaha. So they have a beginning and an end. So they do not take pleasure in them. Pleasure through these senses is temporary. We all know our senses are temporary, our body is temporary. And so whatever comes in relation to those senses is also temporary. So a liberated soul is never interested in anything temporary. He wants to have the permanent pleasure. More one is addicted to the material pleasures, the more one gets entrapped in the material miseries. I'll just read something from here, from the purport. See here in Srimad Bhagavatam 5.5.1. Okay. Lord Rishabdeva is instructing his sons. So he says, my dear sons, there is no reason to labor very hard for sense pleasure while in this human form of life. Such pleasures are available to the stool eaters, hawks. Rather, you should undergo the penances in this life by which your existence will be purified. So what is he saying? One need not labor very hard for sense pleasure. So this human body is not meant for sense pleasure. Then for whom is it? It is for the animals, the stool eaters, the hawks. So human body is very precious. Human form of life is meant to purify your existence. When you are able to do that, then you will be able to enjoy the transcendental bliss. So you see, the intelligent people know this. That's why they don't want to waste their time in acquiring the sense pleasures. So what should we do? The human being should undergo austerities to purify your existence. Focus on the breaking of the cycle of birth and death. Unlike the animals don't have this liberty. Humans can do this. So we have to focus on how to break this cycle of birth and death so that you are out of the miseries. That's why for devotees, everything is blissful. So one should be determined to raise from the animal platform. Although we have the body of a human, if you still follow what an animal does, then it's as good as being an animal. So if you want to utilize the human form, then one should be determined, put in efforts to raise oneself from the animal platform and come to the human platform and achieve transcendental bliss.